Conscientized Youth Ambassadors, CYA, is a name of a youth team made up of 6 young people in the metropolis, Tamale. The mission of CYA is to involve in sensitizing and motivating the youth, especially teenagers, to take their education serious and refrain from bad practices or immoral behaviors, to be disciplined and decent to their education and in living respectively. In all, CYA is to empower the youth to make good use of their early age in concentrating on education for a responsible and capable future. In coming up with a project that involves the youth, especially teenagers, we reacted to the high poor performances of pupils at the junior high school level now years, by moving from school to motivate and encourage them to take education serious, by learning hard and refrain from bad practices, to come out with recommended results to easily continue their education. We did this by raising the awareness of the bad practices or immoral behaviors that easily seen among the young ones of today. Apparently, that makes them not to concentrate on studies. Some of these bad practices are involving into early sexual relationships.
We, the young ones of today, are involving ourselves into early sexual relationships. This boyfriend, girlfriend, issues going on in our reality, in our environments, the local communities we now see ourselves living in. Sometimes it beats my imagination. When I see you like this, young one like this, where you're supposed to be reading, you're supposed to be dedicated to your education, that your parents are investing in you. The government of the day is investing in you. You have to take it serious. At this time of your age, you need not to involve yourself into boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. It kills you. It damages your future. Don't you like to become that, accountant, lawyer, that president? You can become a president if you want to become a president, by you working towards it. You cannot just come out roaming with your friends to aimless places. I see young ones of today around me, in my area, and it's like I tell myself, what are you doing? In the night, you have to be in your rooms, study, learn. Rather, you come out on streets where there is this street lights. It gives you the opportunity to be roaming about. The street light is not there for you to be roaming about. It is there to scare away armed robbers, to scare away those who will come in eventually to affect you in your various homes. It is not meant for that. Let's come out from this immoral behaviors, this boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. Have you heard of HIV/AIDS? Have you? Yes. So why? At the end of the day, you go hanging around with the boy, with a girl. You never know that this boy or this girl you are hanging around with might get this AIDS. You never know who has it. I can be here, standing, talking actively this way. I might be having it. I might be having it. You will never know. And at the end of the day, when you end up sex with that person, you will contradict this disease. And it is a deadly disease. When you are being sick or when you have been realized that you are having this disease affects you, you cannot have that sort of mind to concentrate on your education anymore. It destroys your future. That is the reason why at this time of your age, don't get yourself involved. Don't get yourself involved. It is very dangerous.
Practicing computer fraud, that is commonly known as Sakawa.
The young ones of today, especially the teenagers, you here standing looking at me, listening to me. Some of you are involving yourselves into what we call Sakawa. Computer fraud. It is not joke. I'm serious. I realize it. I said about it. Please.
Keep quiet.
Please. It is very important to tell you this thing right now. Even if you are not involved in that sort of thing, then it is good for us to tell you so that you will not involve yourself in that. Because it is very dangerous. It is a crime. Because at the end of the day, you go to this Sakawa thing trying to steal money from that white man, from that white lady. And what do you think your life is leading you to? At this age of yours, what do you need money for? What? When you have been given money, I mean 1 million today, you standing here looking at me, what are you going to use this 1 million to do? Rather to go and buy a puskeleke. Where is around? I'm aware. It's very important. You see, you yourself are telling me. You know what is going on. We really have to face it. We have to face it. It is high time you and I start discussing these sort of things. To figure it out. To know that it is a dangerous to our future. It damages your future as far as you involve yourself into it, because it carries you away to a different level altogether. At the end of the day, when you get this money from this white man, you will go around trying to spend it on ladies, trying to smoke, drink. Please, you don't need it now. What you have to do from this computer, or what you need from this computer, is learn from it. There are more things for you to learn from this computer. The white man did not build up this computer for you to be stealing through it. He made it for you to learn through it, to develop your mind, develop your brain, to face the global world that is said we are in. Please, my brothers and sisters, it is high time for we to sit up for our books. We have to take our education serious.
And spending much time in expense of their education watching profane movies.
We also spend much of our time looking movies. There is Nigerian movies, Ghanaian movies in the system right now, which is too profane. They are kissing in it. They are in that mood of sex. They are saying that words to each other that is not good. They are faking. They are not kissing. They are not sexing. These characters in this film trying to just give you something that you will use your money and buy. And they will have money. Go and see that those who are making their movies on the streets. Go and see them with their Benz, with their Jeeps, because of you. And it is you who need not to buy their CDs. It is the adult, the parents who have to buy it. But at the end of the day, you, that your parents are investing in you at the junior high school, you are not even up to the senior high school level. You are buying the chop money your parents give to you, you use it to go and sneak and buy that CD. Go to your friend's place, watch it with your friend. And at the end of the day, you have that bad ways. You have that bad characters, the mood they were doing. And you come out from the room trying to practice it with your friends. And that leads you to something different altogether. It carries your imagination away. Let's try to read. Let's stick to our books. It is very, very important. Our parents are investing in us.
Obviously, these bad practices makes the youth of today easily have teenage pregnancy, being easily infected by sexual transmitted diseases. This too leads the young involved in drinking, alcohol, and smoking. With these practices, it jeopardizes one's educational career. Hence, it is the main causes of high school dropout and failure among teenagers at the junior high school level, respectively, in the northern sector. We realized the need as conscious youth and made a move on our own by embarking on such campaign in the metropolis, Tamale. In respect of that, we went to the peoples at EP and Zogbili Block B Junior High School, respectively. For the start, these are the two popular schools we attended to. We are still to go to other schools even beyond Tamale. Responses from these schools was encouraging for us to continue with our sensitization and motivation as far as the future of the youth is concerned. Heads of these schools, teachers and peoples have recommended our efforts and did raise the concern of its continuation.
I was very happy the way you brought up your topics, and I was also happy the way they were responding to your lessons. It's quite good. But what I'll ask for you is, I would have been happy if you've been coming here at least once in a while.
We'll be doing it.
At least once in every month. So maybe in a term you could come thrice, so the children will be aware of you.
Okay.
You know, as they say, children always listen to people outside than their parents.
It's true.
So we are more or less their parents, but they won't listen to us like you people can. Because the way they were responding, I was very surprised. I was telling my colleague that, hey, I wonder if these children will listen very well.
I am motivated by what CY came to tell us. I am motivated because I will now stick to my books. If this, I will be happy if these talks will continue to go on. We will stay focused on our books and do what we would like to be in future.
During the campaign, these peoples are given the chance to be part of us. However, to be participants of our subsequent educative and motivational programs that we will be organizing for the youth. We realized the need as the youth to do something about the springing up of immoral behaviors and high failure in the educational career among the young ones of today. CYA plead by appealing to governments, non-governmental organizations, philanthropists, and any person who can make the continuation of this sensitization possible to come in with any help, either in kind or in cash. For we the young ones need this mechanism in reminding and motivating us about education and to live decent lives, to really inspire ourselves to be committed and dedicate in making our future the better one. Every successful generation is the benchmark of the youth. However, for a country to be prosperous, then we need well-behaved and disciplined youth. Hence, for a youthful generation to emerge, it has to be dealt by the young ones themselves. That is why CYA has emerged to make sure the young involved in a positive revolution in changing their own lives for the better.